Hi guys, this is a tutorial on essay writing for beginners. Now, writing an essay is not hard if you know how to do it. It happens to be a simple 6-step process and I'll walk you through it in this video. And let's get right to it. Step 1. Decide on your main point and write it down. Your main point is your thesis. That's exactly what it is. A thesis is a main point and it consists of a subject, a verb, and usually an object, which is optional. For example, I love apples. There's your complete main point. All right, moving on. Step 2, you got to come up with 3 supporting ideas. And we're going to use the power of 3. Why? Why 3? Because 3 is the perfect number of supporting ideas. Now, one idea doesn't help you because it doesn't allow you to divide the topic into subtopics. 3 is a perfect number. For example, apples are delicious, they are nutritious, and they are affordable. There are your 3 supporting points for the point that you love apples. Why do you love apples? For these 3 reasons: delicious, they are nutritious, and they are affordable. Okay, step 3, write out the complete thesis statement. Now, this topic deserves a kind of a video of its own, and I do have a full tutorial on it on my blog, and I'll include the link in the description. There's our complete thesis statement. I love apples because they are delicious, nutritious, and affordable. Now, remember that your thesis statement is also your outline. Section 1, apples are delicious. Section 2, apples are nutritious. Section 3, they are affordable. Now in step 4, you want to write the body of the essay. And again, I have a full tutorial on my blog and I'm going to include the link in the description. So in step 4, we're writing the body of the essay. The body of the essay is going to consist of several body paragraphs, and this is the anatomy of a body paragraph. Your body paragraph begins with a lead sentence. A lead sentence is like a thesis for the paragraph. It's the most general statement that kind of summarizes the whole paragraph. Next, there is an explanation. Between 1 and 3 sentences will usually do for a shorter essay. And then you have examples, which are the most specific bit of within any essay, and you could have 1 or 2 examples, again depending on how big your essay is supposed to be. Alright, so here's an example of a body paragraph. Apples come in many varieties, all of which are amazingly delicious. Now, some are more acidic for the lovers of sour, others are quite sugary for those who have a sweet tooth. And now we'll go into examples. For example, Granny Smith is a very acidic variety and has a tangy, succulent taste. Now, Pink Lady, on the other hand, is rather sweet and punchy. So as you can see, what we're doing here, we're going from general to specific. Now, the first sentence here is a lead sentence. Apples come in many varieties, all of which are amazingly delicious. See, it's the most general statement. It's like a thesis for the whole paragraph. Then we're going to an explanation. We're not doing examples yet. Some are more acidic than others. Others are sugary. And that's an explanation part. And next we provide 2 examples, Granny Smith and Pink Lady. And that's how a body paragraph works. Step 5, write out the introduction and the conclusion. Here's the structure of an introductory paragraph. As you can see, it contains 3 parts. An introductory sentence, part 2 is the thesis, which is the main point, and part 3 is your supporting points. Now, in our thesis statement, we already have our thesis, which is the main point, and we already have our supporting points about apples being delicious, nutritious, and affordable. And as you can see, the only thing we're lacking is the introductory sentence. So now all we need to do is write the introductory sentence. So here's an example of an introductory paragraph. Doctors recommend that people eat fruits and vegetables, and apples are a great choice. See, that's an introductory sentence. And now we go to the complete thesis statement. I love apples because they are delicious, nutritious, and affordable. Now, if you read the whole thing again completely, you'll realize that this is a complete introductory paragraph that works very well. Here's how to write a conclusion paragraph. The easiest way to write a conclusion is to restate your main and supporting points. Here's an example of a conclusion paragraph for our essay. To conclude, apples are amazing because they come in a variety of tastes, contain vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and fit any budget. As you can see, what we're doing here, we're really stating exactly the same things that we've stated in the thesis statement and hopefully in the body of the essay as well, where we develop that topic, and we're not adding anything new. But at the same time, we're using new words. We're using different words to say the same things. And we're kind of unpacking it a little bit too. Like instead of saying that apples are nutritious, we're saying that they contain vitamins, minerals, and fiber. See, we're unpacking it a little bit, and it's up to you. You can just say that they contain a lot of nutrition, or you can say that they contain these elements, but the point is that you're not adding any new information. And step 6, you proofread. Now you got to proofread for any contradictions, making sure that you don't provide any examples of apples tasting nasty, for example. If you have a nasty tasting apple, well, that's going to contradict your one of your points that apples are delicious. So don't include that. So don't include any contradictions. Don't include any irrelevant material. For example, don't start talking about tomatoes, for example, or pears. Don't talk about pears or bananas. Why? Because you're talking about apples. So nothing irrelevant. Grammatical errors, obviously. Okay, use Grammarly, use Google Docs. Make sure you have no grammatical errors. Misspellings, same thing. And make sure you have no typos. So these are the 5 things to look out for when you're proofreading, and you're good to go. Now, here's how to map out your 300-word essay. Now, if in fact you're writing a 300-word essay, why do I do this? I do this because I want to know how many words I'm going to have in each of the paragraphs and each of the sections. So in the introductory paragraph, in a 300-word essay, I would have about 45 words in the introductory paragraph. I would have about 45 words in the conclusion, and I would have 70 words in each of the supporting paragraphs, in each of the body paragraphs. And if we do the math, so 45 plus 45 is 90. 70 times 3 is 210, so that makes it a 300-word essay. If I happen to be writing a 1,000-word essay, I will do the same thing. I'll map it out. So I'll have about 125 words for the introduction, about 125 for the conclusion, and about 250 words for each of the supporting sections. In sum, you will see that if you do the math, it's 1,000 words. And there you go. So this is exactly how you approach writing an essay. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.